parents. I am making my first teaching video ever because of the amount of comments I've gotten from both students and parents who are having a hard time with adding on a number line. Now, this is one of those things that's difficult for a lot of us because you and I did not learn how to add this way. We added using the standard algorithm where you stack the numbers on top of each other, add the ones place, add the tens place, add the hundreds place, and so on. As we all know, math has changed, the way we do math has changed, and even though it looks a little intimidating, I can assure you that once students get this, it will be very useful to them in solving addition and eventually subtraction problems. It'll help them solving the problem, and it's also a good check once they've answered it using the standard algorithm, which we will learn later this year. So unlike the number lines that we did prior in the year, where they were open number lines that students had to place numbers on based on where they would fall in between certain numbers, here the number line is really just used as sort of a straight line for students to write on. So we're not worrying about number placement in relation to other numbers. So for my example, I have 362 plus 235. I have drawn out my number line, just a simple line with arrows at the end, and there are no numbers on it to start. Now to start, we go with whatever the first number is. Whether it's larger or smaller, we always start with the first number. So our first number is 362. We're going to put a dot right there, and we're going to write the number 362, and that is our starting point. Now, just like with the standard algorithm, we're going to start in the ones place, adding the second number to this. So we are done with this number, and that's often why you'll see a little check mark near it, because once we add it to our number line, we're done with the first number. So we start in the ones place always, just like regular addition, and we add our ones first, and you've probably heard these at home called little hops or baby hops. We're making small little jumps on the number line to represent the ones that we're adding. Okay, so we're going to do 5 little hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to count our hops. 362, 363, 364, 365, 366, 367. And we're going to put that point on there to help us keep track of where we are. Okay, remember, keeping track of numbers is very hard when we're 7. Okay, next we're going to go to the tens place, and we have 3 tens, and these are going to be medium-sized hops. So they're going to be big enough that we can tell that they're not ones hops, but they're not going to take up the rest of the number line. So we're going to do our 3 tens hops. 1, 2, 3. And for each of these, we're going to count by tens. Now, this is where a lot of students are making their mistakes because they draw their tens hops. They know that it means 10 and they can point that out to us, but they continue to add by ones. So we need to make sure that we are counting by tens. So when we count by tens, this little number in the tens place is going to go up by 1 every time. So we have 367, 377, 387, and 397. Okay, finally for this problem, we have a 2 in the hundreds place. Now at this point, this is going to be our largest hop. In second grade, we do go up to the number 1,200 in all of our math problems. But for now, we're sticking to 3-digit numbers that may go into the hundreds place. So we're going to add our 2 hops. 1, 2, and students have learned the same thing, that when we add 100 more, that the hundreds place goes up by 1 digit. So we have 397, 497, 597. Okay, and then we can check their work by doing the standard algorithm, which again is the 2 numbers stacked on top of each other. Okay, and our answers match up, so that is how we know we are correct. If you have any more questions about how to add on a number line, please just let me know. I hope this video was helpful to you. Have a great day.